What you have mentioned is really something that we should be careful about. First of all, you mentioned this person who is always saying nice things about others. But then, of course, in professional settings, it's not because of what they want, or it's just each other's perspective, right? What I feel may not be the same thing you feel, and what I say may not be conveyed in the best way possible. And you might take it differently than how I intended to. So when we are in a community, when we are trying to do collaborative work, how important is it to be careful or mindful, like you said, and what would you do to be mindful of the way you speak, the words you use?
Okay, a very good question, I would say. Now that we are aware that these engagements where we are having in the professional settings, uh, our opinions differ. Now, our opinions may differ. That means it's the good thing because we are using our brain and we are trying to like reason out. Because in Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions the word agl, reasoning a lot. So if we as human beings, we have to reason out. So these conflicting conversations that we have in the professional settings, these conversations are perfectly all right because we are discussing. We are talking about the pros and cons of anything. But where it goes wrong is when we escalate the conversation to talking bad of someone else who is not present in the conversation, isn't it? That's where the wrong it goes wrong. So always we have to make sure. And like let's take it from a leadership perspective now. Next, Marshall Goldsmith, he is the number one executive coach in the world. He wrote a book called What Got You Here Won't Get You There. So in this book, he has identified 20 ineffective habits. Usually in leadership, we try to teach people what to do. But as an executive coach, myself being a trained executive coach from Marshall Goldsmith, what we try to do in executive coach is we try to help the leaders identify their ineffective behaviors and then help them improve on those ineffective behaviors. And one of the ineffective behaviors is again talking bad about people. So it's not only a religious concept that we are talking. It's like a concept that is adopted by Fortune 500 companies. Now, if we look at the Fortune 500 companies, these are the great companies in the world, in the what would I say, in the corporate America. And these companies hire executive coaches. Most of the companies hire executive coaches, and what are they're doing? They are trying to like work on these ineffective behaviors. That means it's always important. You can talk about your personal problems. You can express your opinions, and expressing your opinions, or these opinions differ in the conflict coming, then we resolve in it. It's quite good things, the healthy things. The problem goes always when we go beyond where we start talking about bad about people. Now, in the current setting, I would just give an example from the Maldivian local setting. We continuously keep on hearing it's because of the past presidency, like past 5 years, this is happening. So we are not trying to take up the blame or the like whatever is the problem. We are not trying to solve it, but rather we are trying to put the blame game on somebody else, and we are trying to talk bad about that person. So it's really important for us. Of course, we can talk about it. We can differ the opinions, but then let's try to find that solution, not like go and kill someone or eat someone's dead meat. That's what in like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said, defined it, isn't it?